What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be going over the 100% correct, 0% fail, 99.99 Punjabi no virus predictions for UFC 325. Back-to-back numbered events, man. Weekend after weekend, back-to-back. This is a real blessing. Like the homeless man I killed behind an Arby's 3 years ago, it's finally starting to pay off, man. That ritual finally is bearing its fruits. Before we start, before we get into the predictions, I have to warn you guys, there's a lot of fighters here who come from the Contender Series or Road to UFC or one of these little feeder promotions, and a lot of them are Asian, alright? So why do I mention that? Just so nobody's confused, if I mention that two fighters look alike, it's not because they're actually similar in appearance, it's that I'm racist, okay? So glad we cleared that up. Let's get right into the first fight, which is Aaron Tao versus Badbayar. Don't know how you pronounce his name. Alright. Getting right into it with two motherfuckers that I don't know, alright? We're gonna open up Topology real quick on my phone to make sure I actually got the right pick. So right off the bat, these two guys we don't know. I'm gonna try to speed through these first picks because if we're completely honest, no one really cares about these guys. About what happens, about who's gonna win, about where they come from. Unless you're Aaron Tao's next door neighbor or his mom, you don't really know what's going to happen. In this fight, I have Batbayar winning. Don't ask me why. Because he comes from Mongolia, alright? This is a Genghis Khan descendant against a guy that is low-key giving me the... Who's the guy that does the scream where he pulls back his scalp and he screams? He's a flyweight. He got submitted by Pantoja. Fuck, I forgot. That guy, little fella, he's Izzy's training partner. I mean, they come from the same place, right? They're both from New Zealand, yeah. He's a Maori. He got the Maori tattoos. They're fire, brother. These tattoos are fire. But I'm beating a Mongolian Genghis Khan descendant to win at any fight against the New Zealander, man, to be honest. So Batbayar by round 3 KO TKO. Just because, alright? Please don't check me on these picks. Next, Lawrence Louis versus Sulangrangro. Holy shit. So in this fight, we got someone from New Zealand again versus someone from China. Again, we're going with the same vibe. You look at this picture, tell me who's from New Zealand? I don't fucking know. But I'm going with the guy on the right, which I believe is Sulangrang fucking L. And I'm going for him to win by round 3 KO TKO again. Again, don't ask me why. I picked the China man over the New Zealand man. It's just what it is, alright? We're gonna make these picks and we're gonna live with it. Next, Sebastian Slazai, Jesus Christ, versus Keiichiro Nakamura. Australian versus Japanese. Now, when it comes down to these Asian matchups we saw on what was it? Physical 100, right? That's the Korean show. These Asians that aren't Australians or New Zealanders, they got it like that, man. These are disciplined people. You can even check by their body types. I guess fat distribution is genetic, but look at the guy on the left. That's the Australian, bro. He looks hella flabby. And look at Mr. Nakamura on the right, bro. That guy, he's shredded to the gills. He's taller, even though I didn't make them taller here. He has a longer reach by what? It says here 4.5 inches longer reach. Holy shit. And he's Japanese. No, give me Nakamura by decision. Bro, these odds are super even, I guess because no one knows who these guys are, but he's a cutie. Guy on the right, give me that man by decision. Keiichiro by 30-27 decision. Fuck it, I don't know. Next, Sang Uk Kim versus Dom Marfan. The battle of the fucking monosyllable names, man. What the hell? Again, two guys. If I tell you this is a guy from Australia and a guy from Korea, who's from where, guys? All right, point them out. All right, this is like it's Dora. ¿Quién es el australiano? ¿Quién es el fucking coreano? Point it out, guys. Who is it? You don't fucking know, alright? And it's okay. It's okay. It happens. I'm not going to tell you which it is. You're going to have to figure it out. Fight night. I'm going with Kim by decision. The Korean over the New Zealander. I mean, the Australian guy. I already explained my logic. I think these Koreans, they're more disciplined. The Korean, he's 6 foot. He has got 1 inch of height. He's actually at a 4-inch reach disadvantage. Oops. And he's an underdog. And he's older. Holy shit. Damn, I fucked up my pick. He's 7 years older. Nah, fuck it. We stick by Sang Kim, man. As of an hour ago, I didn't know who you were, but I'm sticking by you with everything I got. My boy, you gotta win this for us. For us. Alright, next. Now, the color The pictures, the people, the fighter have regained their color. We're back in regular people territory. All right, these guys actually get rights inside the UFC. They get paid more than a cheeseburger. We got Kanofli from Turkey versus Yiza from China. Man, you like that Oriental pronunciation? This is a pretty easy one for me to decide, and it's not that I rate Yiza very highly. He hasn't really done much in the UFC that's made me think, oh yeah, this guy's up next, right? He came off the road to the UFC. He lost his first fight to Gabriel Santos by decision, and then he won by KO. It's more so I'm picking Yiza to win by decision because of the fact that I don't trust Kanofli. I just don't think he got it like that. He's older by like 3 years. They're the same height. Yiza has a better reach. I just pick, this is one of those things where you just pick against someone more than picking for anyone else. So yeah, Yiza by decision. Give me that easy money. Next, Oban Elliott versus Mikhailov. Jonathan Mikhailov. So, similar situation. Who's less chopped, right? Who's less chopped in this matchup? What are we gonna do here? I'm giving this one to Elliott by decision. I know Mikhailov is on a 3-fight win streak, but he just came off the Contender Series. He beat Kevin Jousset. I don't know, Oban Elliott, he's Welsh versus an Australian. The Welsh, they got it like that. They're about the same age. He's a little older. He gotta reach this advantage. I just know, honestly, to be frank, I just know Oban Elliott. I recognize that name, so I gotta pick him because we're getting to this point where I think I gotta stop picking fights where I have no clue what the fuck is going on. Because what do you want me to say? All right, he got a good outside leg kick. Man, I'm sorry. Next picks, I'll only make the people that I know of because right now we're going through. I'm just telling you Oban Elliott because of aura or something. I don't know. Next, all right, this one I actually know something about. Jacob Malkoun versus Taurus Finney. See if you can spot him down here on the screen. This little fucking midget's gonna win a smudge decision like all his other fights, and he's gonna get cut. This is like his third time in the UFC, or at least trying to get in the UFC. And he's gonna win the same way he always does, smudge decision, and it's gonna be fucking tragic, bruh. And he's gonna get cut. What are you doing? Change it up, risk it a little bit. He's 11-0, undefeated record, but what good is that if you're getting booted from the organization, like fucking Muhammad Makayev style, right? Step it up, man. Take some more risks when you're on the ground with someone. Maybe try throwing some ground and pound. Go for a crazy head and arm submission. Because look at his dimensions. This fucking guy's arms aren't even in the frame. He could do something. He has the ability. His frame is not the best for striking, but you can do crazy stuff grappling. Man, go for it. Yeah. Finney by smudge decision and gets cut immediately after. Brundage versus Roustin. Cam Roustin versus Cody Brundage. So here I got Cam Roustin, and it's a situation again where I'm picking against Cody Brundage. I've never heard anyone say, "Oh man, watch out for the Cody Brundage title run." Just you never hear anyone be like, "What's that fucking guy?" There was that one joke with that hip hop artist where they're like, "Oh yeah, put on that." Oh. It was like no one's ever said put on that DJ Khaled, right? Apart from the fact that DJ Khaled doesn't make music, no one's ever been like, "Yo, Brundage, watch out for the Brundage title run." So I'm picking against Brundage here. He is, oh my god, 2 draws in his last 5 fights. Are you serious? No, DQ, bruh. What, bro? This guy is 1-4 in his last fights, and the other guy is 5-5 in his last 5. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Roustin is taking this fight by decision. All right. Next, Billy Elikana versus Junior Tafa. I know it's gonna seem repetitive, but on this card, I'm doing a lot of picks based on who I think is going to lose more than who I think is going to win. It's one of those situations where the reporter asks you, "Did you guys lose this match or did they win it?" No, bro. Junior Tafa's fucking ass. His brother's fucking ass. Please don't find me on the street and beat my ass. All right? I appreciate you guys. You guys are entertaining. But you're not good, bruh. Fucking Junior Tafa 6-4. He's in the UFC because of his brother. Billy Elikana, at least he's got something going. Like he's 9-2. He's man, these light heavyweights. Neither of these guys are getting in the rankings. I hope. Yeah, none of these guys are getting in the rankings. There's gonna be no movement. There's no motion from either of these guys. They're broke. They're bums. No, but yeah. Give me Alicana by decision. It's gonna be one of those like fat heavyweight decisions where they don't really do shit the whole fight. And yeah, next, Jamie Mullarkey versus Quillen Salkeld. Now this is one of those fights where it's closer. Like you look at the fight on paper and you're like, okay, this could be a close matchup, but all the factors are in favor of Quillen Salkeld. Mullarkey is filling in on short notice. He is 2-3 in his last 5. He's older. He has no momentum. He's only coming off of one win, and that win was by decision to fucking Rolando Bedoya. Who the fuck is Rolando Bedoya? Is that the guy that got head kicked by no, that can't be. I don't even know who the fuck that is. But yeah, he's got everything against him. Quillen Salkeld even has an inch of reach on him. Like it's over. You could always see an upset. I mean, that can always happen. But if we're picking based on who has the momentum, who's gotten the moments, who's more exciting, who has just a better preparation because of like situations. You know, he was supposed to fight the Asian. Was it Rong Zhu? Yeah, I think Quillen Salkeld was supposed to fight Rong Zhu, but it fell through. The only thing that worries me is that he's not a minority. So the fact that Mullarkey's not a minority, oof, it's not looking so good for our minority killer, man. The Redeemer. All right, next. So again, Quillen Salkeld by decision. It could also be a late finish, in my opinion, but decision is the safer bet. Teixeira versus Tuivasa. Motherfucker. Anytime you see Tuivasa on the screen, it's like Derek Lewis. You pick against him. He can fluke people, or maybe he could fluke people in the past and not anymore. I don't know. He has the potential to fluke people, but man, you can't bet for Tuivasa. What are you doing? Bro, he had one close fight with fucking Cyril Gane 3 years ago, however many years ago. Teixeira by round 1 knockout, man. Like that's just the bet to make. The same reason Waldo Cortez was the bet to make against Derek Lewis, because you're picking Tuivasa on a fluke. This motherfucker trains at a Planet Fitness. All right, this guy doesn't diet. He's up at heavyweight because he feels like it. He's fucking 6'2". Bro, you could be... That's Israel Adesanya size down to middleweight. Bro, fight at light heavyweight. Like, do a cut. 205. It can't be that hard for you to make 205, right? He's older. He's lost all 5 of his last fights. I don't know how many fights he's lost in a row at this point. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, give me Taliesin Teixeira. The only time Taliesin has lost was the fluke against fucking Derek Lewis. And in my opinion, that was an early stoppage, right? So, anyway, if you want one more reason, let me just put Tuivasa up to size, up to real scale, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, this is the scale of Tuivasa. He looks intimidating, right? Look at those fucking nipples, bro. Now, give me Teixeira by knockout, round 1. Easy money. I'm sorry, Tuivasa, man. Like, please get in shape. Next, banger matchup. Fiziev versus Mauricio Ruffi. Man, this is looking good, man. Mauricio Ruffi, he switched camps. Well, I don't know if he switched camps, but he's training with Volk. He's bettering his takedown defense. If he's training with Volk, who's around the same weight class, well, he's a weight class below, but Volk is far at lightweight. He could do that perfectly. He's fighting someone who's shorter and stockier, which is going to be Fiziev against this matchup. Like, if you're looking at the fucking matchup based on who is training with who, Ruffi has damn near the best preparations he could get for Fiziev's style. Ruffi's style, in and of itself, even without the Volk training, I think is good enough to beat Fiziev. Like, he's rangy, he throws them big looping hooks, he throws them kicks at range, he just blasts stuff at range, he moves around, he's slick. He wants to be Conor McGregor. He's the closest fighting style-wise we have to Conor at this point. And I think this fight is going to look a lot like that. It's going to be a Ruffi decision. Ruffi, even though he got submitted by Benoit, that was like his second and basically first career loss he's had so far. And I think, honestly, that's justifiable. Like, he got his grappling checked. He realized, damn, my shit's not up to par. There was a lot of hype on the Fighting Nerds. They were probably bought into their own hype. So it's good that he took an L relatively early in his career. And he's a star already, honestly. Mauricio Rufi is a star. I don't think he has to worry about losing that position. It's similar to like Sean O'Malley. Like, bro, Sean O'Malley would have to lose a bunch. Or like Pereira. He's lost twice in the UFC and he didn't lose any of his stardom. So I don't think there's going to be an issue with that. It's going to be a Rufi decision at range. You have to be careful with the sweeps from Fiziev and the clinch exchanges because obviously Fiziev is Muay Thai fighter. He trains out of Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. He trains alongside Pyotr Yan, which is a champion at bantamweight right now. But yeah, man, like fight style wise, training wise, even aura wise, man. Rufi got this. Rufi got this by decision. It's gonna be clean, surgical, low output, but entertaining at the same time. Very flashy. Both of these guys are super entertaining to watch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one greatly. Next, Dan Prostitute Hooker, La Prostituta, versus Benoit Saint Denis, the fucking Muppet. Look at this guy on the right, bro. Why is he pursing his lips? You know that's the face my cat makes when he's taking a shit in the litter box, and it's like really hard to get out of there. We got Benoit Saint Denis versus Dan Hooker. This is a fight where I think I'm probably going against the curb. But I can't stop thinking about, like, I can't stop seeing the image of a Dan Hooker knockout. Kind of like pulls it out of nowhere. Like it's a hook that rocks Benoit. A hook, I could see a down the pipe straight right. It's hard, right? Because Benoit is on a 3-fight win streak. He lost, the last 2 he lost were to Poirier. And then he lost it to Moicano, where it was that like brutal doctor stoppage decision. The decision, that knockout, where he was like ground and pounding him. But Dan Hooker, man, like they're on similar streaks. I think Dan Hooker himself knew he wasn't gonna beat Arman Sarukian, like you could tell in the build-up. So I wouldn't really like fault that psychologically. Like I wouldn't consider that something that would affect Dan Hooker going into this matchup. I don't know if anything affects Dan Hooker going into the matchup. We saw it. He has some beef with Patty, because he was talking about how Patty couldn't or Dan Hooker couldn't wrestle a rapist off his mom or something. Which, you know, if that person in question is Arman Sarukian, then I don't think he could. But I think he can do that with Benoit. This is a good matchup to see. Does Hooker still have the ghillie? Is that still something that's good for him? Because we haven't seen him get a guillotine in fucking years. Can Benoit escape the guillotine the way he did against Dustin Poirier? Who has a better guillotine? We're gonna see. We're gonna unless this is an early finish, we're gonna test out whose guillotine is better, Dustin Poirier's or Dan Hooker's. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. But I'm predicting Dan Hooker by round 2 knockout, man. I think it's gonna be a hook. I think it's gonna be like during a quiet moment, he's gonna get rocked and it's gonna go for the finish. Dan Hooker, when he has you hurt, he really empties out the gas tank, and I think that could be good against Benoit. Benoit doesn't have the best chin ever, you know, as we know. And yeah, Dan Hooker, round 2 knockout. Not much more to be said about that. Last and most tragically, fuck ass Diego Lopez against Volkanovski. Now, you guys know if you watch my other videos that I think Volk is in to get chinned in this matchup. And it's super fucking tragic. I hope I'm wrong. But I just think you give Lopez 50 fucking minutes in the cage with Volk, because Volk isn't going to finish Lopez. There's no fucking way. This motherfucker's block-ass head, yeah, he's not getting chinned ever in the UFC unless he's fighting when he's like 50. There's no way Volk finishes him, so that means guaranteed minimum, Lopez is going to have 50 minutes to find one fluke shot and follow up enough, or just knock Volk out cold for the ref to stop it. Volk is getting older. At this point, he's 38. Fucking 37 in 4 months, alright. He's like nearing 38. He's pushing 40. Lopez is young, you know. He's been here before. He's fought Volk, and Volk has fought him. Like, I'm sure Volk will make adjustments, but people are discarding Lopez's ability to make those same adjustments. I just think, like, I make my picks. I'd like to think that I make my picks logically, especially when they go against the fighters that I care about. Like, I think Volkanovski is my second or third favorite fighter in the UFC right now. and I'm predicting him to lose against Lopez. And I'm being honest. I don't want that to happen, but I think it's gonna happen statistically because I just think the chance of Volkanovski taking Lopez to decision and winning is like 40%, and the chance of Lopez chinning him is like 50%, and that last 10% is like a Volk fluke knockout or a Lopez decision. So Lopez by decision 10%, Volk by finish 10%, and then we have 40% Volk by decision, 50% Lopez by fluke. It's just too much time, bro. That's almost a whole ass hour, bro. Here in Spain, you get paid like €8 for that. For 1 hour work, minimum wage, you get paid €8, man. 1 hour in the cage, and you're telling me he can't fluke Volk. He almost fluked him the first fight. That shit had me shaking in my boots. I think he can get it done, and I don't want him to, but I think he can get it done. And this is the fight for me where Volk is probably going to retire, sadly. This is probably the last fight we're going to see of Volkanovski unless he decides to come back for a one-off like all these UFC fighters are doing recently. But, man, say it ain't so. Please tell me that this doesn't happen. Pretty pleased with a cherry on top. And yeah, well, it sucks to end the fucking video on this note, but thank you guys for watching. Let's hope this doesn't happen. This does not come to fruition. All the other picks, I'm fine, honestly. Like Quillen winning, I want Rufy to win. Dan Hooker, Benoit. I mean, I'm gonna be watching the fights with one of my French homies, so I'm probably gonna be cheering for Benoit on that one, but I don't really care that much. And yeah, other than that, man, I hope Torres Finney loses, so the cutting is just getting sped up, so it's like not weird. Like, oh my god, they cut Torres Finney, even though he's undefeated and he just won. Like, bro, it's a business, man. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'm gonna probably put out one more video talking about that I'm worried for Volk, or we're gonna go straight to the reactions and see you guys there. I'm gonna go blow my nose into some Charmin's tissue paper. Thank you for watching.